Well, hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I'm Kaya, and I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for you, focusing on your money. Ooh, how exciting. So let's see what we got for you. Really quick before we start, if you're returning, I usually do an oracle message to start. I'm changing things up a little bit today, so just deal with it. Just kidding. I'm also going to use the Fountain Tarot deck as the main one today because I love it and I'm obsessed with it, and I think it really works with this spread. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you dig this, like, subscribe, comment, share, of course, because I love it when y'all do that. If it doesn't resonate, check your sun, moon, rising signs. I'm so sorry. Check your moon, rising, and Venus signs. You can try your sun, but it's just going to be this again. Yeah, so you can check those out if you're into it. And then I think that's all the business I got to get out of the way. So come on down to Tarot Town. First step, cleanse, baby, cleanse. Cleanse, baby, cleanse, baby, baby, cleanse, cleanse. Am I gonna get sued for that? God, that would be insane, wouldn't it? Oy, oy, oy. All right, Sag. Clearing it out. And let's begin. Oh, okay. Let's make a mess. All right, Sagittarius. Money, 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 money. What is the deal with y'all and your bills? Get that paper. Right? Isn't that the Parks and Rec thing? I believe it was. So yeah, let's see what's going on with Sag. What's their money doing? This is going to be a reading for today until August 13th. So these messages can resonate over the next month. If they resonate, that's rad. Take with it what you will. So take some of it if it works to help you out and give you advice. But if it doesn't, don't let it keep you up at night. Come on. We got lives to live. All right, we got the Judgment card reversed. We got the Justice card reversed. And then we got the Knight of fucking Coins reversed. What is up with you guys, huh? Just kidding. You're going to be fine. Seems like something's going on, though. I feel like something's coming up for you guys. Something's like getting... Do you guys owe some money? Some of y'all owe some money, and it's like time to pay the piper, I'm getting the feeling of. And you're kind of like, I think you may be avoiding it a little bit, and you're a little bit nervous and scared. Because I don't know that you have a lot of resources. This is for whomever I'm resonating with. I'm not seeing a lot of resources, too, from other people. You don't really have anybody to turn to. I know the feeling. It's no fun. But, you know, I'm seeing kind of like... you got to pay that debt, or like that, you know, the debts at the collection agency, and like, they're like, okay, let's go, give me the money, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm seeing sort of like a serious, like, there's a thing, it's time to pay the piper. That's it. And I think what it's going to do is hopefully give you some insight into how much you need to like learn about how to save your money better, so you don't have to come into this situation again. It could also just be a big expense coming up for you, like you know, the car breaking down or something like that, or having to get the brakes fixed, or yada yada. Something like that is going on. So there's just like some money that needs to be spent, and it needs to be done, and there's nothing you can do about it, and there's nobody you can really turn to, and it's just the way that it is. So because of that, you might be so inclined to start looking at your finances and really like figure out how to maybe improve them so this kind of thing doesn't happen again. But I think it's going to take you a little while. I think you're maybe just now starting to figure out that that's important to you. Maybe there was a while you had money from someone else coming in. Maybe your parents were supporting you, and now they cut your ass off, and you're like, oh no, what do I do? So you're maybe having a hard time figuring out how to do this yourself. But I think you're feeling very alone. I don't know that you actually are alone, but I think you're feeling that way. And there's definitely some like money that you need to pay back right now, or pay off or something. So let's get some clarification. I want to know what's going on with this Judgment card reversed, because I think you're avoiding paying this bill. And it's probably because you're like, I don't have any fucking money. What are you talking about? Right? But that's where hopefully the journey needs to begin. So let's see here. We get the Queen of Swords, the Five of Coins, And then the Six of Wands reversed. I mean, I don't usually read genders at all, but there could be a lady that you owe money to. Could be a mommy. But there's somebody, literally this person is like she's holding her hand out. She's like, give me the fucking money that you owe me. So that's what I'm seeing. And I'm like, and you're like, all the poverty that comes along with that. You're like, I don't have the money, but like I need to have the money and I have to make it work. And you're just kind of struggling and scrambling to pay back this money. I think you're maybe you're trying to hold it off a little bit and trying to avoid doing it. Like I said, this is reversed. You're kind of trying to like push it off and maybe ignore some calls. It's not going to work. You can't play that game anymore. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, it might set you back a little bit. Or like I said, this could just be the fact of the matter is you're going to have to pay to get your brakes fixed. Otherwise you can't drive the car. So you're going to have to spend that $500 or whatever it is, in order to get that done. And it's going to wipe you out, but it's something you have to do or else you can't drive to work to make more money, that kind of thing. So you're not going to be able to weasel your way out of this one, Sag. You're going to have to pay it back and you're going to have to be on top of it. So that said, like I said, I don't know that you have, I don't know. Let me get some clarity because I don't know if you have anybody that can help you. And even if you did, I don't think you're asking. I don't think you're going to ask anybody for help with this. I think you're kind of stubborn right now, financially anyway. I'm seeing you kind of like, no, I got this. And you're like, because you've always felt like you got this because you could just ignore it and then it would go away. But now it's like you can't ignore it anymore. So you're like, all right, well I don't got this. So maybe there's some help out there for you, but I want to get some clarification here for this card before we go any deeper. Justice reversed. We get the King of Cups. We get the Queen of Wands. And then the Ten of Wands. So yeah, I feel like, excuse me. Oh boy. That's what happens when you sage and then talk for 7 minutes straight. I feel like there's an opportunity here, but they're not gonna know. But it's like I think you're avoiding asking for help because you know you're gonna have to work for it. You get that Ten of Wands with that Queen of Wands. I think there are people that you can ask. Somebody who's not into it at all, and somebody who's like, yeah, I'm willing to lend you this money or give you this money, but you're gonna have to work for it. You know, you're gonna have to do a lot of stuff for me to make up for it, and they're gonna figure out a plan. So there are options. You might just not want to take them because you don't want to be in debt to anybody, and you don't want to have to work for it right now because you're like, I have an actual job too. Like, you know what I mean? It's that kind of energy where you're like, I don't know if I can do that, but it is my only other option. I got to figure out what to do. So I think you're sort of like, I think you're feeling a little bit alone in this, but I don't think you actually are. Maybe you're having a bit of a pity party about this. But either way, you're going to need to step it up a little bit and make some changes for your future, Sagittarius. You're going to need to start working on that for realsy. I mean it. You're going to have to really put it together. I mean, and I will say, from experience, I have Sagittarius rising. I am not just talking out of my ass, and I've known many Sages in my day. Unfortunately, Sages are the ones to mature financially and responsibly kind of like later in life or like after their other friends have. It takes a while to kind of put it all together and then take the steps and then actually make the actions that change the behaviors. So I understand, and I think that hopefully you're working on it because you got the Seven of Swords reversed, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and then you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So I think you're starting to see that what you're doing now, I love saying this when the Seven of Swords comes up, it's kind of my thing. It's stealing from your future self. That's what it's all about. And I think you're starting to really recognize that and see that there's more to life and that you can actually make a life for yourself, or at least start planning for the future in a financial way, in a way that makes sense, like gives you what you need and your stability, so that when you run into this kind of thing and you need to pay for your breaks or whatever, you don't got no fucking problem with that. You don't give a shit. You're like, fine, that's fine. I can totally afford it. Here you go. And it doesn't just destroy your whole life and make you have to go work for people that you hate or whatever, right? It just like makes your life so much smoother. I think even having fantasies of a life like that is the beginning stages of making changes, because you're stealing from your future self. This dude is stealing, and it's you, and you're stealing from your own self, and you just haven't looked at it like that yet, but that's exactly what's happening here. And so once you start seeing that that's the case and that's the truth, I think you're really going to start to look at the future and be like, I can affect change here. I can make this future different. I can make it happen. And that's what I want to see from you guys. I love that. So, Sagittarius. I was going to say Sagittarius. All right. I see, like I said, I see you spending some money on something that you absolutely have to. You might have to work off a little bit of a debt, or like somebody, you know, somebody can help you, but you're going to have to work it off. And that kind of sparks this like, I don't want to be in debt to other people anymore. So I got to start putting my fiscal life in order. So I think that's important, and it's good. It's like a maturity bonus. So let's see, did we miss any messages, or can we get some outcome cards, or just whatever you think we need to hear further? All right, Queen of Cups reversed, and there's that Four of Coins, and the Ace of Cups reversed. You're gonna have to put yourself aside here, Sagittarius. You're gonna have to, you know, just buck up and shut the fuck up about how bummed out and annoyed and sad you are that you can't do whatever you want all the time, because this has to be your master. The Four of Coins has to be your, he's the miser, he's the frugal one. He's got money that he's holding on to, and he's also got that sack of money in the back too. You're gonna have to put your feelings aside and really just like make some changes here, because I even see a little bit of a tantrum with this energy. You're gonna be like, no, I don't want to give you the money, and it's like, it's time. You have to give us the money, or like the cops are getting involved or something like that. So you absolutely are gonna have to make this happen and make this work. And you're like, but I don't want to work for it. And it's like, okay, well then you're gonna have to figure something else out. And I think you're starting to realize it's time to grow up with your money. So if you're the Sag that resonates with, it's time to grow up. That's okay. Like I said, it takes a little bit later in life for some Sages, so I completely understand. I just wasn't taught, you know, Sag rising, I wasn't taught how to deal with money. I had to teach myself, and I only really figured it out when I was 30. So, you know, there was some missed time there. Could have done a lot of things with that money before then, and I thought I knew what I was doing. So, you know, there's always time. You can change it whenever. But yeah, so grow up. I love you, Sag. But, you know, I've been appreciative of people saying that to me, even though I wanted to kill them at the moment. You know, grow up. It's okay. Love you. Don't kill me. But anyway, thank you for being here. If it resonated, like I said, like, subscribe, share, and comment if you were into it. If it didn't resonate but you're still here, thanks for watching. Check out your other signs that, you know, there's your moon, rising, and Venus signs. Or if you know a Sagittarius that needs to hear this and they need to hear the grow the fuck up message, send them my way. They can watch for themselves. New schedule in the description box below. New video next week. It's gonna be a new moon. I'm gonna do all in one with timestamps. So that's gonna be an experiment. We'll see how it goes. And then that's pretty much it. I do personal readings also. My Etsy is in the description box below too. And that's pretty much it, Sag. Thank you so much. I love ya. See you next week.